The Collateral Damage Sports Network overlays can take your broadcast to the next level. Whether you want to kick off the show with our all-new infographics or wrap it up with our race results 2.0 with podium and superlatives. In the race, dive in to see who got on and off pit road the fastest, and then use our head-to-head plug-in package to know exactly when your driver will catch the leader. For your onboard cameras, you've got to have the tower telemetry. Then for the rest of your broadcast, keep up with all the action with alerts for penalties, off tracks, and other events, stage break grids, alternative leaderboards, special event plugins like the Indy 500 qualifying, and more to keep your audience plugged into your stream, whether it's rolling grids and podiums, performance breakdowns by car, club, class, and team, or even pulling your Sim Racer hub standings automatically. Join these elite broadcast partners and find your next broadcast upgrade at collateraldamagesportsnetwork.com.
Sun's going down and the rig is on. iRacing is where I belong. Discord's lit and the drivers are here. This is GEC, there's no room for fear. Quick flag drops and the engines roar. 40 cars and we all want more. Mash the gases, we're on the line. Four wide and we're feeling fine. Drifting close in a slipstream dance. Taking the corners in a high-speed trance. Side by side in this GEC league, there's nowhere to
Welcome, race fans, to Michigan International Speedway, here with the Collateral Damage Sports Network Truck Series on the GEC Racing League YouTube channel. I'm Shane Cochran. Up in the booth with me, as always, is Lee Kiernan. Lee, how you doing tonight?
Yeah, doing great. Michigan, we all love Michigan. It handles like a super speedway. A lot of drafting involved in Michigan. Great place to drive really smooth, and tires will be a factor tonight.
Yeah, we are wrapping up qualifying here. This is race number 6 here in the midseason Michigan matchup. The 220, that's 110 laps here at the 2 Mile Speedway, just outside the Detroit area in Michigan. As always, the temperatures are cranked up just a little bit here for an afternoon race. 80 degrees in the air, 102 out on the track. And drivers will have those 4 additional tire sets. Going to have to save them here today, and then 1 fast repair in their pocket if they need it. We're going to keep 1 green-white checker restart in our pocket if we need it. And as always, drivers are at 65% fuel limit. Looks like we've got last week's race logo in there. We'll get that fixed here in a little bit, but this is the midseason Michigan matchup 220 at Michigan International Speedway. While they're wrapping up qualifying, why don't we go ahead and take a quick look at our season standings. Max Dinda leading those standings right now. 1 win on the season, 4 top 5s, with Dylan Barris close behind. Knox Thompson in 3rd, Coleman Chapman in 4th, Keegan Shelton in 5th, also with a win. Carson Freeman started the season a little bit late, but he picked up a victory, and he's been marching his way up through the points. He's now cracked the top 10. While multi-time GEC champion Jamie Griffin is sitting in 9th, and it was Tony Scribo and Ryan Elzey and Dakota Doremus, the other drivers in the top 10. All having great seasons. Probably the driver surprising me the most, Lee, Michael Boyd, sitting in 12th. We know he is a strong truck every single season. We'll see what he can do to improve his position here in the second half of the regular season.
Yeah, I see Jamie should expect him to make a little bit of a leap towards the front as well, but yeah, you're right. Dinder's made a great performance and jumped out to a 30-point lead. What a great effort by him so far. Can he keep it up?
Yeah, halfway through the regular season. We do 10 races here in the CDSN Truck Series for the regular season, then 5 in the playoffs. So there's still plenty of time for drivers to improve their standings, but from here on out, you're going to be paying more attention to the points than you are individual race results.
This is going to be an interesting race, this race. So it'll be interesting to see if we get any long green flag races here, because if we do, those tires will be a huge will come into account a bunch, especially seeing it's so hot. So be interesting.
And it might come down to who's able to save those tires on those green flag runs. You just got to keep clean air on the nose to keep grip in the truck and also keep those tires underneath of you. We've got just a couple drivers left to get in. It looks like we'll have a 26 truck field here tonight if everyone gets in by the green flag. We'll go ahead and kick off our starting grid. Going to be Nick Sipple and Max Dinda on the front row. Sipple picking up the pole. Then Knox Thompson and Larkin Boyer in row 2. We've got Tony Skirbo and Keegan Shelton in row 3. Then it's Walt Sahadak and Dakota DeRemus in row 4. Johnny Jones and Joshua McKinney make up your remaining top 10 starters. Zane Woods and Cody McCormick in row 6. Ryan Elzey and David Culleton in row 7. Jamie Griffin and Stephen Hayes in row 8. And it's Scott Prim and Josh Ryder in row 9. Robert Weibel and Wesley Lister in row 10. Then Green and McDuffie in row 11. Kenny Most and Jonah Seawright row 12. And starting out back, the Taylor brothers, Marshall and Matthew.
That was a good effort by Walt qualifying that high. He's pretty quick around here. He'll be good on a long run around here, I'm sure.
Yeah, every week we try to figure out who's going to be that truck that rises to the front. And there's always somebody doing it quick. I think my pick tonight is going to be Larkin Boyer, and that 10 truck starting in 4th on the outside line. He has had speed every week, just hasn't been able to get the finishes he was looking for, whether it was contact or bad luck. I'm going to go with the 10 truck this week. Lee, who you got?
Yeah, I'm going to go for Walt tonight as the pace truck comes off the line, and it's a great start by our leader there. And, yeah.
Looks pretty clean so far. Race director and race control hard on these drivers in the pre-race meeting. Not too happy with some of their restart behavior last week. Looks like they cleaned it up here for race number 6 at Michigan.
Yeah, that's a great restart by the whole entire field. No checkups for anybody. Everyone was nice and tight to the other truck. So yeah, great restart by these guys.
So it's Dinda and Sipple battling up front, and you see there goes the 84 to the lead. 75 going to tuck in right behind him. Here comes Knox Thompson and Larkin Boyer with a run to the outside. Ooh, a couple trucks getting loose. Sipple throws the block.
Up on the exit there. Yeah.
Pretty early to be throwing blocks. We're both on the same page there. And there goes Thompson to the bottom. Dinda up high. It's going to leave a window for Boyer to poke in and go 4 wide. He doesn't quite get there. Dinda goes around on the outside. See a couple trucks juking and jiving there back around 15th.
Yeah, there's a lot of movement in these front trucks here at the moment too. And the exit of turn 4 is so susceptible to wearing the tires. Wow, Boyer. Great run around the outside just then. Dinda will tuck in behind him.
It looks like a number of drivers contending for the fastest lap as they're coming through. A whole bunch of drivers picked up the title and then immediately had it taken away. I believe our leader, Larkin Boyer, is going to hold on to it for now. Boyer driving for LBS Racing. Oh, you see just how hard it looks like that high line is where you want to be. Thompson, though, going to try and complete a pass here on the bottom. He edges ahead for now. Can he hold on to it? You see Boyer get real loose.
Our top 9 cars are locked together at the moment.
3 wide once again for the lead. Again, this is lap 4, folks. We're talking about saving tires, having patience, a long race. I don't think these drivers are thinking that right now.
That's Sipple and Boyer, I believe, up front right now. Sorry, it's Dinder and Thompson.
Gonna take a look. Some of the drivers on their way forward. David Culleton up to 8th. Ryder up to 9th.
Somebody was very high then.
Both Taylor brothers started out back. They're both up, I think, 6 or 8 positions each. A lot of movement so far, and just like that, now Thompson out to the lead. Boyer back to 3rd.
I see Shelton running that top line at the moment, trying to get a good run around the top. Be interesting to see how his tires were running that top line. There he goes now.
Who's that? There's somebody behind him running even higher.
Yeah.
Is that Doremus?
Maybe it is. That's
it is. Those two.
It was, but you're right. It's Doremus.
Ryder now up 10 spots to 8th. That 32 truck has some speed early on.
It does. He's right on the back of McKinney here.
Oh, we have our first caution. Stephen
Yellow
Hayes
out.
is off track. Also looks like Jonah Seawright involved in this one, as well as Stephen Hayes, Wesley Lister, and the 78 of Taylor.
Yeah.
See what
I
we
think
see
Hayes
here.
has put his hand up for over the radio.
Hayes is an 82 truck there on the outside. I think that's Seawright on his bottom.
It is.
To his
yeah.
left. I don't see anything just yet. Oh, the 82 gets loose right on exit, comes down across the nose of the 15.
Yeah. Once again, sometimes that's hard to judge by how far away that car is on the inside of you there. For us guys that don't run VR.
Yeah, let's go back and watch this one more time. This time we're on board with the 15 of Jonah. He's got Hayes there to his outside, and it just gets loose on him.
Yeah, you're right. We've got a couple of takers for pit lane right now.
I think we had Hayes come over the radio and apologize for that one. We do have a radio replay, one of our newest broadcast tools. We're going to try it out right now.
John, I'm pretty sure that was on me. That was my fault.
Yeah, Hayes saying it's my fault. Sorry about that. So it looks like about half the field came down pit road that time. But Knox Thompson, Nick Sipple stay out. They'll be on the front row for this restart. With Keegan Shelton and David Culleton just behind. The 78 of Marshall Taylor. Up 20 positions here in just 8 laps. About half of that he got in the green flag racing. The other half here by staying out at the caution.
Yeah, I see that Boyer, Dinder, Doremus, McKinney, Scarborough, Griffin, and a few more all pitted that time. So we had a healthy amount that pitted that time.
See what we can see from our pit stop stats. It is going to be the top 5 out there, but it looks like everybody that pitted went fuel only, all the way back to Ryder in 17th. So that's a little interesting. So we do have one lap back to the green.
I can already see these guys getting closer together here, which is a lot better. Which should help their restart on that first lap.
Here, race control giving those drivers a reminder. You don't need to be right on the bumper of the driver in front of you. But you don't want to leave too much of a gap and cause that accordion effect that drove so many wrecks last week at Kansas. So we are actually going to go on board here with David Culleton in 4th. One of those drivers sharing his onboard camera with us here in the 50 truck. They are coming through 3 and 4 right now. See what longtime GEC vet Culleton can do here on this restart. It is 9 laps down. Still a long way to go. 110 laps here in the Michigan midseason matchup.
It's a good restart by the field. Everyone looks like they got away okay.
You can see they're 3 wide behind him already. And they're going to be 3 wide in front of him, too. 78 of Taylor to his inside from the back to the front. Now up into the top 4. David got a great run down the backstretch as those front 3 checked up just a little bit. There goes Boyer to the bottom. What a great seat we have here on board with the 50.
I know. Could you feel it a little loose as he came off 4?
Oh, yeah. You can see that if you're checking the mirror, you can see the driver's getting right up to his bumper. You don't even have to touch another truck here at Michigan. Oh, we've got some contact sideways and a save. Thompson's going around. Oh, a little bit of contact with the 50.
Yeah, Culleton didn't have anywhere to go there. Is either into the wall or to the back edge of the car.
Again, what a great ride along we got there with David. I don't think he picked up too much damage when I saw it live. Well, let's go back and see what happened to Knox Thompson. Oh, it looks like maybe Skirbo also crashed around the same time. Oh, that was heavy contact for the 50. There's the hit for Skirbo. All right, a little bit of a bigger incident than it looked like from when we were riding along. Let's check it again. This time from the GEC Racing League blimp. There goes Thompson. Big contact with Culleton. Is that Jamie Griffin who made his way right up there?
Yep.
And then you got drivers scrambling everywhere. Down into the inside wall. 4 and 5 wide. Weibel spun out. That's Skirbo in that neon green truck. Heavy contact for him.
It might have been an interesting ride along for Walt's truck then, if you can go to his cabin.
If we can find Haydak, yeah. He gets into the back of Skirbo as he's already hitting Thompson, so that's going to be heavy damage for the 00. Gonna
Yeah,
need a
just
fresh
really hard
Laffy
because-
Llama wrap on that truck.
Yeah, you're coming off that corner so hard that you have to get in the gas so hard. So you haven't got time to check up.
See what happened to Taylor. Yeah, he was just back behind this. Gets slapped by Skirbo's truck, and he's the 58 is the one that went head on into the inside wall. I think he got a meatball flag. Still dealing with that.
Yeah, that's a hard hit.
And that's kind of the worst, because you get stuck there. You can't even get back to the pit lane to use your fast repair. If you take the tow, you might go a couple laps down. We'll see what happens there to the 58 of Taylor. Just 12 laps in, and we're going to have a little more pit strategy. So about half of the field came down pit road. The other half stayed out. They all pitted back on lap 7. It's going to be Larkin Boyer in the lead.
Yeah. It kind of scattered the front end of the field a little bit, as we were about to say. Boyer, McKinney, Griffin, Lister, LZ Ryder at the front now, and C-Wright's moved forward as well.
And haven't heard what Race Control thought of that wreck, but I do see what Nick Sipple, driver of the 75, thought about it. Let's take a listen.
That was a bad slide job.
Yeah, so I think he was putting that on Thompson.
Yeah.
Maybe we've got time here. We got a full lap before they go back green. Why don't we go back and take a look at how this got started? We saw the heavy contact in the wreck.
Maybe not as innocent as...
Yeah, Thompson. Yeah, I think... I feel... I'd have a tough time kind of blaming or putting the full blame on any one driver there. I think Sipple was planning to cross him over and maybe got there a bit soon.
And there is that rub from one side of the truck to the other that Sipple seems to like to do, which frees up the other truck.
And I think Boyer might have been also pushing one or more of them. So it's just everybody, again, we're a little surprised by the aggression here early. But at least so far, for every driver other than the 58, and I think even he's going to get back out on track. He's 2 laps down. I do see the 75 of Sipple going to be about a half lap behind the field. He came off pit road a little late after an extended stop, so he must have picked up some heavier damage than we saw there.
Yeah.
But it's Larkin Boyer out front for the restart. Already got some contact between Ryder and C-Wright. And they're dropping.
C-Wright's dropping there. Yeah.
He's down through the grass. I think that's McCormick also dropping back. They were 4 and 5 wide coming through there.
Yep, 3 wide there going into turn 3.
So that was... Let's go back and see what happened to C-Wright here right at the restart. Oh, a little bit of contact from Ryder, maybe. Oh, it just kicks them both loose. Pretty incredible job by C-Wright to keep from coming up into the field. I think that was McCormick that was checking up, worried he was going to fly up onto the track. Everyone able to avoid him. And we're still green. And here comes Jamie Griffin. Up to third. 12 spots gained since the start of the race for that 5 truck. He's bringing Wesley Lister with him in the 73.
Yeah, if I'm Jamie there, I'm going to give a little push to McKinney and close that gap down a little bit to Boyer, and he'll get that run coming off this turn here. I think that's turn 2 if I see it correctly.
And a quick check on tire strategy. Josh Ryder, the first truck on Freshies. Oh, we've got our
Yellow out.
third caution. I was going to say, watch that 32 truck. He is making moves, and we've still got a couple trucks wrecking. This time it's Prim, Doremus, McDuffie, Taylor, Sahadak, and Shelton.
That'll be a tough one for Sahadak if he's got much damage there, because I think he might have used a fast repair already.
He's also picked up a meatball flag.
Ugh.
Let's back this one up. So it starts, looks like it starts with Doremus. Oh, he gets, who is that on his outside? What was someone got turned. Oh, and then Walt comes in right at the very end, unable to avoid a spinning 88.
Yeah, there was some talk over the radio there as well. I can't work out exactly who it was from.
Maybe, I think it was
claiming
Lister.
that one.
Let's see what we can see here. It's Prim, I believe.
Walt had nowhere to go.
Go back and watch this one again. It's just kind of an interesting stack of trucks here. I think the ones at the front of this pack that are 3 wide are on older tires. Doremus on fresh tires. You can see just how fast he is. And, oh, yeah.
I think he lost the back end.
I mean, it almost looked like it was... Who's that red truck? Is that Lister? 27? That's green. It almost looked like he gave a wiggle, and it kind of scared the 24. Right there, the woods and the woods and green almost get together, and then Prim's truck just slams sideways. So it looks like Walt is out of the pits. He's going to stay on track for now. How about that? So our top 10: Boyer, McKinney, Griffin, Lister, Dinda, Ryder, Green, Woods, Most, and Hayes. Matthew Taylor in the 58, getting one of those laps back there with the Laughing Llama Lucky Dog. I want to thank everybody for watching out on the YouTube channel. Let us know who you're pulling for, who you think's going to win, if that's any different, and what you think of our picks. I think right now, I'm feeling pretty good, Lee.
Yeah, you are.
Maybe if we really lean into the booth curse, it'll reverse itself.
Yeah, maybe. Sorry, Walt. I gave you the curse today. Sorry, buddy.
So,
you know, Michigan. I think you and I love Michigan because it rewards smooth driving and, you know, and just opening up your hands to keep the speed. That's what I'm seeing here, but the guys are also having to fight the back end of the truck a little bit as well because it's so loose on exit, especially in 4. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure I do love Michigan.
Oh,
this is one that
I love Michigan.
I have struggled to figure out. I'll tell you what, I ran a league race here maybe about a month ago, and just worked my butt off to pick up some speed here at Michigan. And did okay. I think I finished in like the top 15, stayed on the lead lap. And after that race, I figured out I had a brake pedal calibration problem where my brake pedal was at 5% all the time. And so once I fixed that, then the speed really showed up. But I think that the kind of racing with a handicap there forced me to try things here at Michigan that I wouldn't have tried otherwise, and kind of learn some things about how to keep clean air on the truck. So I am excited to come here on Thursday with our GEC.
I could tell you where the speed is at this place, but I don't want to tell you.
Yeah, that's proprietary.
And you've had a good run in the Cup Series of late, so I'm way behind you at the moment. So anyway, getting back to start here.
It's going to be Larkin Boyer leading the field back to green. In the 10 truck. Good start from McKinney on the outside in the 03. So looking through the
Nice
field,
start
we've
by
got
Jamie there,
25 trucks still on the lead lap. The 58 of Taylor is the only
Dinder
truck one
tosses
lap
it
down
3
now.
wide up front. Sorry about that, but Dinder's taking them both around the outside.
Just look at the slicing and dicing there as we look down the backstretch. All the way through the field, they are 3 and 4 wide. A lot of traffic congestion here at Michigan. Big contact in the back and another caution. This one was Seawright, McCormick, Jones, Wyville, Doremus, and Culleton. Second in a row there for the 88. Can't catch a break. See what we can see here at our CDSN replay. I think the 88 might have just been an innocent bystander to that 5 wide racing up in front of him. We're going to have to back that up and figure out where this starts.
Dusty and Race Control called that one on net code.
I see McCormick even saying that someone was blinking out on track even. I wonder if he's talking about Jones in the 11. That's who's the 54 is giving a push. Oh no, it's that truck on the bottom.
Yeah.
And
4 wide.
yeah, and they're 5 wide. Yeah, I don't know if I'm not sure. Let's see what McCormick had to say.
He was blinking, race control.
Yeah, he's saying he was blinking, so sounds like Race Control content to say that one was net code. Oh, look, we actually have Race Control's radio as well.
Net code.
Well, that sums it up right there. Net code, he said. But yeah, 5 wide. I mean, net code or not, that is going to be dangerous. And I'll tell you who's happy about that. The 58 of Matthew Taylor just got 2 lucky dogs in a row and is now back on the lead lap.
I am kind of surprised they left the top lane open for these guys in turn 1 and 2 for Dinder, because he just rounded them all up and overtook them all.
Yeah, I'm not sure there is a right answer here. When you're the leader on the first couple laps, you're not all the way up to speed. It's almost like Talladega or Daytona where you need a lap or two to really build that momentum. But the driver in 3rd or 4th, they're getting the draft, so they're picking up speed faster than a leader. And I think that's more about it. I think even if you block the top, Dinda's just going to throw the slide job down to the bottom. He's just going to have that momentum because Boyer and McKinney weren't all the way up to speed, and they're somewhat side by side. And here comes Ryder, now up to 6. He's been the truck with the freshest tires for a couple restarts here, not given a lot of time to make use of them. Dinda is the other driver with fresh tires, similar to Sipple, or sorry, similar to... I'm getting all turned around now. Let's just pull up the graphic. I won't have to think about it. It is... Yeah, so right now, Dinda, Sipple, and Most are on a similar strategy with slightly fresher tires than the other ones in the top 10. Then starting with Culleton and McDuffie, they're on slightly fresher tires. Actually, now I'm looking, Dinda took fuel only, so he not necessarily has the fresher tire. It is Ryder, the first truck, and Sipple had repairs done. I'm assuming he picked up fresh tires as well. And then Culleton with 4 tires sitting in 9th. So those are going to be the drivers I'd expect to move forward. Ryder, Sipple, and Culleton. Here on this next restart after our 4th caution of the night. And we are coming to the green this time.
Yeah, race control's saying that they're doing a good job on restarts tonight. I'm really happy to see that because that's caused a lot of issues in the other weeks.
Hope you're doing good. Keep it tightened up by turn 3, so give you guys a little bit of time to get settled out in turn 4 if you have to.
All right, pace truck is off. That was race control complimenting the group tonight, and I agree with him. Nice tight restarts. Let's not jinx it. We'll wait till they actually get this one clean. Well, great start for Dinda on the outside. Griffin doesn't quite keep up with him. That's got Sipple right on his rear bumper.
Interesting that Dinda picked the top line that time. That's the first time we've seen the leader choose the outside lane. Jamie goes a little high there, and Sipple does the opposite and goes low underneath, who is that? Boyer, I think it is.
Yeah, Boyer was kind of taking his time and having patience there for McKinney, and Sipple went right around him. Oh, I think Griffin and McKinney bounced off each other. Now Ryder
and, yeah.
And now this is every time one driver loses just a little bit momentum, everyone is pouncing on them. As now Boyer and Sipple try to track down Max Dinda. We've got Seawright and Wyvel with contact back in the field.
There's some talk amongst the drivers then, Ryder and Griffin.
Ooh, McCormick taps somebody. They're still green. Whew. Yeah, this
Volta dragged it off the wall, I think it was.
This is the battle somewhere around 15th. While we were watching that, Boyer went around the outside of Dinda. A lot to watch here at the Michigan International Speedway. It's a 4-truck breakaway at the front.
Here. Sipple's got a run on Dinda again here. Oh, who's the 4th truck? Thompson. Thompson throws it in there hard.
Yeah, he is coming fast. Just ran the fastest lap of the race last time around, a 39.74. And he is on the freshest tires in the field. Watch Thompson take the lead right here, Lee. Those fresh rubbers doing him well. He's going to push Sipple down the front stretch, trying to get them both around Dinda and Boyer.
He's getting a little too close for my liking.
And they're just kind of trading the lead. Slide job after slide job. Right there, Boyer goes to make the crossover, but Thompson is there. He can't get to the bottom. Now Thompson all alone, no drafting help.
And McKinney's in this fight now too. McKinney to the bottom.
It's 5 trucks battling for the lead. Let's see what Boyer thought about that.
Nick loves them crossovers, man.
He said Nick Sipple loves the crossover.
Yeah. These guys are working their tires pretty hard.
Yeah, I heard Knox Thompson even almost apologize.
I wasn't trying to wreck you, Nick. I was trying to give you a bump draft. My bad.
Just letting Sipple know he wasn't trying to wreck him, was just trying to draft when they were getting a little squirrely there down the front stretch. Thompson regrouping here on the high side. He's going to get a run, but what's he going to do with it? To the outside of Boyer. And this is about as spaced out as the field has been tonight. David Culleton up to 6th with his fresher tires. But he's a little bit behind this back.
So what does Sipple do here now? Sipple can't block both of them. High and low.
Oh, we got a truck going around in the back that is green. 5th caution of the night here on lap 30.
And that's a shame because it was really getting entertaining up front.
Oh, he looks like he got a little help from behind. Is that Doremus? I think that's the 3rd caution in a row that the 88 has been involved in. Either not his fault or maybe a little bit.
I think he mic'd up to say that he got loose and he had to get out of the gas.
Let's see what Green had to say.
That was on me. I got loose.
Yeah, 27 taking responsibility for that one. I think he was already loose before the 88 got into him. Oh, we've got our first...
I love hearing these guys take some ownership on some of these incidents.
Yeah, they're
Great
having
news.
fun out there, too. Let's see what Josh Ryder had to say.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be aggressive, but I feel like I'm passing both you guys.
Ryder showing some frustration, saying he feels faster than the drivers in front of him, so he needs to get around them. And then, let's see, I think it was Kenny Most chimed up with something exciting.
A little close there, Ryder. Coming up. You're clear. I was on a fucking run, man. That was cool though, how I split it.
Most having fun, sounded like.
Yeah, it's
Can you hear
Just
those,
like
Lee?
the-
I don't know if you can or not, but or maybe you heard
I can't
it live.
hear those, but yeah, I didn't hear it live because I was listening to something else. But Kenny just mic'd up again about something else, so he's having fun
Hey,
tonight.
I seen it, but it was there.
Yeah, it sounds like both Ryder and Most are having fun, giving each other
Ryder,
compliments.
I like your paint, man. That's some retro stuff.
Look at that fight off the pit lane there. Woo.
And again, I think the pit strategy has been more important tonight than I would have expected. Fresh tires are fast, but they don't necessarily get you the lead. I was so sure Thompson was going to fly in front of those drivers. They're not quite going to get it, but now that everyone's hit pit road, it looks like Marshall Taylor in the 78, Stephen Hayes in the 82, they both stay out and are going to be on the front row. And then it's going to be Thompson and Culleton just behind them, as well as Shelton. Let's go up ahead and pull up that pit stop stats, because it is a full mix-up now. So you've got 2 drivers on the front row who did not stop. You've got 3 drivers behind them that went fuel only. Then the fresh tires start with the 75 and the 10 of Sipple and Boyer, along with Dinda and McKinney. Matthew Taylor took 2 tires. Johnny Jones, fuel only, and Jamie Griffin with 4, as well as Kenny Most. Pretty good run here for Kenny. He's not one of those drivers we see up in the top 10 all the time. Really enjoying seeing that 22 truck running well. Jonah Seawright picks up the Laughing Llama Lucky Dog. And we still have, I think, all 26 trucks on track and on the lead lap. Well,
So what we're going to see
maybe
with these
Seawright still
trucks
has
that,
one lap more to get back, but sorry, go ahead.
What we're going to see with these trucks that took 4 is they're going to be able to hold momentum mid-corner, which is going to equate to a lot more speed at the end of the straight. So I think Sipple is the first one. It'll be interesting to see the progression he makes through the field here. Culleton again starts really high. Thompson's starting high there as well. So I think Sipple, Dinda, Boyer, McKinney, Taylor, they all took tires.
Yeah, David Culleton. I feel like he's been another one of those drivers that's run up front in a ton of races this season and has not quite gotten the finishes he deserved based on the beginning. Just one top 10 all season, running in 17th in the points. But he's in the top 4 right now as we're coming back to the restart out of turn 4.
We've got Hayes on the front row here too, starting top. Haven't seen him up there much today.
Yeah, Hayes up 14 spots from where he started the night. A little bit of a bumper tag there on that restart on the outside lane, but they keep it straight.
Yeah, that was really nice work by Sipple to stay off Culleton then.
Ooh, Hayes all the way to the wall. Maybe trying to get out of the way of the fresh tires, and instead he ends up putting a big block on David Culleton. There goes Sipple all the way to the apron. 4 wide, now 2 wide for the lead with Thompson. Oh, and then Sipple gets loose. Dinda loose. These fresh tires are giving these drivers fits. Here comes Larkin Boyer down to the apron. Taylor still holding on to second place in the 78.
It was interesting turn of events there where Sipple went below the line to pass and then lost his momentum.
Dropped all the way back to 13th right now.
I think that's probably a good thing because I think a few guys might have been chiming up on the radio.
Oh, contact! And Taylor and Boyer hard into the wall. Culleton trying to stay out of it. Wow. You know what happened? I'm looking at some of the chat, so we're going to come back and look at this wreck, but it was the 08 was actually asking, hey, is he allowed to go underneath like that?
Underneath the line?
And that's a great question. Race Control chimed in and said, no, I don't think so. Although...
And then by the time they did that, he had lost it.
Yeah. So let's go back. Lap 35. It looked to me like, I think it was Marshall Taylor was just on the nose of Boyer. And they kind of, let's back it up. It looked like they were kind of tapping the fender all the way through the corner. Whoop. Let's go back at that one again. And the 78 is loose on the bottom, and he kicks up into the 10 just a little bit. And the 10, I think, tries to stay off of him, tries to correct, and then that just sends them both hard into the wall.
Pretty hard hit for the 10 and for Culleton there.
Yeah, and then even more contact. Not sure who that was that collected Taylor on the way through.
Yeah.
So I think right now there's a lot of see what Dinda has to say about what happened there.
Oh, he's dead.
He said, oh, he's dead.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of chatter on the radio at the moment.
Yeah, I think the debate is about whether or not you can go under the line. And, you know, usually we talk about it in the pre-race meeting. I don't think we got into that specific here tonight.
Yep.
So it is going to be up to race control to kind of give some clarity in race. And looks like he said,
No, it's not supposed to be.
sounds like he wants him to stay above the line. You'd think a track with 7 lanes, you wouldn't need to use that extra one on the inside, but it sure worked that time. And so what I'm wondering, was Sipple given that position back because he was worried about a penalty, or did he just get loose there on the bottom? And it does sound like the 78 of Taylor took the fault on that one.
Yeah, that was my bad. I got real loose. I tried to save it there.
And we are getting our money's worth here on this radio replay tonight.
Awesome of Taylor to put his hand up for that. Takes the pressure off race control when they have a million things to look at.
And we are just 38 laps into this one at Michigan. 73 to go.
I want to call out a couple of trucks that look really great with some America 250 paintwork on the front of them and some very patriotic schemes for Thompson, and I think it's his teammate Shelton. Great paint jobs there, guys.
Yeah, both of them. One of those America 250 schemes. And we're going to be coming back once again to the green flag. Knox Thompson out front here. Let's take a look at his lap chart. I mean, he's been from the top to the bottom and then back. 3 pit stops, some repairs, 4 tires, and then a fuel-only stop to set him up here to be on the front row just beside him, Max Dinda. He hasn't dropped out of the top 13 all night. Mostly he's been in the top 10. Great races for both of those drivers. And the green flag is out again for the 6th time tonight. Teammates on the outside trying to go to the front. That's Thompson and Shelton racing for STR.
3 wide back in about the 8th position. As Sipple goes low. Sipple likes that low line.
Oh, and look at the 58 of Taylor diving and slicing to the inside of Hayes. Oh. Just
I'm not sure how they held that.
5 wide. Doritas to the bottom. That's Boyer, Ryder, Skirbo all in there. Keegan Shelton takes the lead while we're watching this, and Jamie Griffin up to 2nd.
Yeah, great run by Jamie, and Sipple's got that same run around the top.
Yeah, he's bringing the 75 with him. We're going to jump on board with the 84 of Max Dinda to watch this battle for the lead. Ooh, Thompson to his outside, gets around him. And we've got another caution. McKinney, McCormick, Taylor, and Jones involved in this one. See what we can see from that CDSN replay.
I think Prema's one went around.
I don't know about that. That almost looked like 2 trucks both got loose and squirrely at the same time, Lee. See, McCormick comes up. I think then he tries to stay out of McKinney. McKinney's also loose and coming down on him. The 58's on the bottom.
Wow.
Innocent bystander. I think most is able to save it. Does McKinney hit the wall? Kind of lost track of him. Oh, he does, right at that safety truck inlet.
That'll ruin your day. So I've never been to Michigan Speedway. Always wanted to go. Have you ever been?
I have not made it that far west or north for my NASCAR tracks.
Yeah, apparently there's a bunch of camping sites that make this a pretty interesting track. So that'd be a pretty interesting thing to do, I think.
So we knew it was the track was hot and slick when we started. Let's check on it now. Yeah, about the same. 80 in the air, 103 on the track. So it is going to be Griffin and Sipple on the front row. McKinney was able to clear his meatball.
Yeah, interesting to see which lane Jamie picks this time. He's probably inclined to pick the top lane, but Sipple's been so quick on that bottom lane. You might like to go to some of the radio chatter. It's pretty funny right now.
Are they still debating that line?
No.
Let's see. Got people asking race control. What's going on?
Dustin, did we get a call on whose fault that was, or if it was a racing incident?
Anyway, yeah, sounds
so they're
like
coming to the
everybody's giving race
coming to
control a
the
hard
second
time.
flag. Yeah, no, they were just everyone was wishing McCormack happy birthday, McKinney happy birthday. No, McCormack happy birthday. So it looks like the pace truck will come in this time. Jamie's picked the lower line. We are 43 laps into 110. Not quite halfway through this. Coming to the green here now. Jamie Griffin in control of the field. Well, it looks like a bit of a stack up at the back, but they got it sorted out. Jamie got a good start. Has Dinder behind him with Sipple on the outside. And Boyer just lurking there in fourth. Boyer's going to get a good run off these guys. Running down the back straight. I don't think Sipple will have anywhere to go here.
Yeah, neither. Oh, we've got another caution
Yellow's
already.
out again.
Taylor, both Taylors and Skirbo involved in this one. Oh, is that Thompson that got this one started?
Yep, might have been. Yeah.
Let's go back a lap right to the beginning of this restart and just kind of see what happens here to that 48. Oh, he got some help. We didn't see the start of that. Was that C-right to his inside?
And once you heat those tires up like that, it's really hard to hold on to it.
Back up front. Still Jamie Griffin in the lead, but now Max Dinda in second. Sipple in third. Boyer fourth. McCormick fifth. And
Jamie diving to the pits this time.
Let's see what I just now got that that replay up about the birthdays. We'll see what everybody had to say.
Happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday, Cody McCormick.
Happy birthday, Cody.
It is not my birthday, but thank you.
It is now.
He said it's not my birthday, and they said it is now. That's a good one. So we are 46 laps into this one. Still not to halfway. 8 cautions. And a whole lot of action.
I will say that race control has disabled Thompson's chat.
Oh, no. Yeah, I think he might be ready to get out of here. Sounds like he's ready to eat dinner somewhere.
Texas Roadhouse does sound good right now.
And looks like, oh, yeah, I think Thompson picked up the EOL on that one. Or maybe he picked up a black flag for something else here on lap. I'm not sure what's going on. I've got all kinds of black flags showing for him.
Yep. I think there was some comments coming up over the radio that race control didn't appreciate. So they're tightening the field back up here now, coming to the yellow flag. And guys, we need to get some racing in here. Sipple out front with Dinder to the outside, followed by Boyer and McCormack. Doremus has been there all year long, done a great job this year. Be interesting to see where he ends up tonight. Bit of a jump back there behind Ryder and right behind Colleton. Need to tighten that up. Coming to the line here. Pace truck pulls off. Nice jump by Sipple, of course, being the leader. And it looks like Boyer's got a good run after him as well. So it's Sipple, Boyer, Dinder, Doremus. They're all lined up here. It looks like Dinder has a good run here on Boyer. Stays tucked in there. That's Boyer around the outside of Sipple. Looks like he's going to continue that momentum. He had a lot of speed coming off that corner then. And we go 3 wide with Dinder on the inside. Looks like that top lane didn't really work out for Boyer. But he's got the speed going down the straight here. And now he's thrown it in under Sipple. Dinder to the lead.
Doremus way up high, all the way to 4th. Here he comes with a run.
Yeah, nice racing here up the front. Boyer throwing it in again under Sipple there. Sipple's going to have some momentum off the lane here. Side by side entering turn 3. And Boyer does a crossover underneath Dinder. Quick to see them, yep. 3 wide again. Wow, that's tight. I'm not sure which car to, which truck to pick here.
Yeah.
This is great racing.
Doremus still using the high line.
And Boyer gets back under Doremus again, and then Doremus comes back at Boyer. Boyer seems to be a little quicker around the top. Sipple seems to be a little quicker around the lower line. The outside lane's going to have a huge push this time. Expect both these trucks to go past Sipple here.
I'm just catching up on some of the radio chatter from a few laps ago. Couple drivers going out to dinner, from what I can understand.
Now we have Boyer to the inside of Sipple with Doremus out front.
And here comes the 50 truck of David Colleton using the high line as well. He's now in the top 5. Make that 4.
Yeah, he's flying.
The last time we had a long green flag run like this and everyone got spaced out, it was a 5-truck battle at the front, and Colleton was leading that second pack. This time, he is in the front pack. Boyer to the lead. Oh, he throws a block on Sipple and it almost goes sideways.
Getting a little chatty. They went 3 wide on the entrance there. That's all that's going to do is help Colleton and Dinda.
Well, that was close.
Doremus still working that high line. Can he get around Boyer? Sipple back to the bottom. Colleton to the inside.
He's got overlap on him, at least for now.
It looks like Elsie and Woods, 2 drivers we haven't really talked about all night, have made their way into the top 10 now. Ooh. I'm not sure what happened there. If Boyer was thinking he'd be clear and he could get to the bottom, or if he thought Sipple would just go lower, but he almost doored the 75 and took them both out.
And Colleton's right there with these guys as Doremus gets through on Boyer.
You can see the
Doremus, if
88.
I'm saying your name wrong, buddy. I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure it's Doremus, but I think we're doing a good enough job. He'll let us know, though. Let us know, 88, if we're getting it a little crooked.
Yep.
But now Boyer and Sipple side by side. Here comes Colleton to the outside of the 88. We saw Dakota use that high line so well, and now he switched to the bottom, and he is starting to sink back from where he was up to second. Dinda now onto his outside. McKinney charging back to the front. Here comes the 58 of Matthew Taylor. Talk about an up and down day. Started in the back of the field, drove to the front. Got hard into the inside wall, picked up a meatball flag, had to tow. Got 2 lucky dogs. Is now racing in the top 10.
And McKinney's now into, what's he into, 4th?
Yeah, I show McKinney in 4th place now, just behind Max Dinda, Nick Sipple, and Larkin Boyer.
Colleton's dropping back there a little bit now. I'm not sure if he's used a little bit of his tires up.
So now it's Larkin Boyer, Nick Sipple battling for first place. We've got some contact back in the field. Woods, Taylor, and Weibel all picking up incident points, but we stay green.
That's a great run by Sipple.
Ooh, a little bit of contact.
Yeah. Gonna help Dinda.
It's going to be a 3-truck battle here before we know it.
Yes.
Oh, the 84. For a second, it looked like he was content to tuck in behind Boyer. Oh, boy. Wow, Sipple's truck almost sideways on entry, whipping that 75 around here at Michigan.
Wow, these trucks look like a blast to drive around here at the moment right now.
3 wide at the line.
3 wide, yeah.
McKinney hanging with the leaders. Now everybody else starting to fall back.
Get the feeling McKinney's just hanging out there a little bit, waiting for these guys to use their stuff up.
I mean, he does have the freshest tires of the top 4.
That was so close. That top lane. Oh
Woo.
my gosh. 4 wide.
I think you're right. I think McKinney is, I mean, he's just slow and steady, waiting for these drivers to get out of place, burn up those older tires.
Yeah, Boyer's struggling now. I'm not sure if he's dropped back. I'm not sure if his tires have starting to scream a little bit.
Let's check on something here.
McKinney's going to have a great run off this here now. By the time he gets to the end of this straight, he'll have a great run on that high line.
Oh, McKinney thought about sticking it in there and then let off as Sipple
I think
through
he
the
had
block.
so much speed he had to get off. Yeah.
So I'm looking at this. We've got to be coming up on some pit stops here. I'm pretty sure these drivers have been out there almost, over 30 laps. Have Dinda and Sipple, and a lot of that has been caution laps, but still, they're going to have to hit pit road at some point.
Oh.
Oh, and that has been the signature move we've seen all night. When it happened with Thompson, they wrecked. Sipple throwing that crossover move and not leaving a big gap to the bumper of the guy in front of him.
We'll see how good McKinney's tires are here. Ooh. Not so good. He couldn't hold it down on the bottom on entry.
And this battling has brought Keegan Shelton into the mix. That 08 driver sitting in 5th, trying to get around Boyer right now. Is Sipple out with a little bit of breathing room ahead of Dinda and McKinney.
But not for long. I hear Sipple voicing up that he's going to be hitting the pits. Yep. Sipple's coming this time. So is McKinney.
Hey, I'm pitting this time, so I'm going to be slow on the bottom and 3 and 4.
Now let's see if everybody heeded his warning. He said, I'm going to be slow on the bottom. Don't run into me. Dinda going to come with him, as is McKinney. Oh, Boyer slides it in. There's no way. I was thinking the cones are further back. I was going to say there's no way he made it under pit speed. God. But it looks like everybody coming in clean right now. Thompson still in the pits with his black flag, but that's from 17 laps ago. Everybody else clean for now. That's going to leave the 50 truck of David Culleton out front with Ryan Elsie in the 2 truck just behind him. And guess what?
It's really.
It looks like David Culleton also has the fastest lap of the race here on this run.
Wow. Really impressed with Sipple's run onto the pits there. Timed it perfectly. Held his gap while all the other guys were pushing really, really hard. So, yeah.
And now here come these drivers. All right, so the ones that are going to stay out. We were just talking about him, the 58 of Matthew Taylor. We got to pull up his lap chart. This has got to be one of the best journeys of the day. Look at this. He's dropped to the back 3 different times. Made 3 different stops for repairs. He was in 18 laps ago. Back on lap 45.
See Jamie Griffin in there as well. You and I know Jamie well enough that he's hoping for a caution right now.
Yeah, and I think Jamie just, on that last restart, fell all the way back to 20th and has just been riding there, kind of in the top 15, now staying out. Pit strategy falling into play for the 5 truck. And he is, let's see, he's about a second there behind the 58 of Taylor, and right behind him, the 78, Marshall Taylor. The other driver there for Dirty South Racing. Why don't we go ahead and do our team rundown? It's Dirty South Racing. In 1 and 3, it's Matthew and Marshall Taylor. Oh, as Taylor's going to get around Griffin.
I'm telling you, a yellow flag would be interesting here now.
It would, and Griffin tagged the wall a little bit, lost a ton of positions. He's now back to 5th. His teammate, Sahadak, now he's back to 6th as Most goes around. Sahadak's going to get by him as well. Jamie Griffin in trouble here, Lee.
I don't know if he was coming to the pits that time and just couldn't get down, or I didn't hear anything on the mic, so.
Me either. We've got right now, so Stephen Hayes up to 3rd. His teammate Josh Ryder back in 21st. They're both driving for H&R Racing. Skirbo out there for 59 Motorsports, or 59 Motorsports. He's running in 4th. Larkin Boyer just took that fastest lap title away from David Culleton with a 39.53. So we're all shook up now. Everyone in the top 6 pitted on lap 45. Sahadak pitted 4 laps before that, so he's going to have to pit road a little bit earlier. But right now, it's the Taylor brothers out front.
All these guys are praying for a yellow flag. I see Most has just called out that he's jumped into the pits here.
Oh, and here comes the 58.
Like the Thompsons are. Yep. Sorry, the Taylors are.
Oh, Griffin coming with them too. 3-truck group right there. That leaves Stephen Hayes out front. Now, I mean, he and Skirbo, again, some of the math here is just not mathing because there were so many caution laps there for a while that a lot of the drivers were able to stay out almost 10 more laps than you would on a green flag run. So it's hard to tell who's going to pit next, but right now it looks like Max Dinda is leading the pack of trucks who have already pitted this cycle. He's up to 5th place now behind Scott Prim. So he is effectively the leader once this cycle's all the way through. And these 4 trucks are all battling for that spot. Boyer, McKinney, Sipple, and Dinda all on top of each other.
Like they have been this whole entire stint.
And now Most is on pit road.
Looks like Boyer's gonna try and stuff it down the inside here as Sipple. Oh, just tucks back in line here.
See, I want to take a look at McKinney's drive tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I thought. At some point, he went all the way to the back. There's a number of drivers that have had to do that in this race and then drive their way right back to the front. Keep McKinney on that list of impressive drivers here tonight. Race number 6, season 9, the Collateral Damage Sports Network Truck Series. A little bit of contact. And again, they are currently 3rd on the track, but they are racing for the lead as soon as Skirbo and Hayes hit pit road, and they did just that right now.
Yep.
4 drivers pitting at the moment.
Oh, just held onto it.
What a save. McKinney holds on to it, but that's going to space out this 4-truck battle for the lead. Max Dinda is now the leader on track.
Yeah, that's going to knock McKinney's tires around a little bit as well, that long slide.
So now it's Boyer and Dinda. They're trying to get around this lap car that's Zane Woods in the 12, running in 23rd. That's going to put him 2 laps down. Right now there's 2 drivers, 1 lap down, the Shelton and Prim. They're going to be racing for that lucky dog through this cycle. And we are really spaced out for the first time tonight here around Michigan International Speedway.
These guys are pushing their tires pretty hard. We're only 71 laps into 110 laps, so still a chunk of this race to go.
And I think maybe the 84 and the 10 know that Sipple might be the driver to beat. Let's hear what they had to say on the radio.
We should be working together here, Boyer, so we can pull away from Nick.
Yeah, I think the 84 asking the 10 to work together so they can pull away from the 75, but it's not working right now. He has rejoined this battle for the lead.
Yeah, McKinney's, as we can see, about a second and a half behind these 3 now.
So Boyer pokes the nose of that 10 truck out and takes the lead away from the 84. Zane Woods also sticking with this group. He might be interested in getting his lap back the hard way if he can.
Kenny's closing that gap down to the leaders a little bit.
Just a second back.
Yeah, he was 2 seconds back to start this lap.
Let's see how he's
Just
doing.
look
Yeah,
at what
last
his
2
lap
laps. Here, well, let's see. Yeah, last 3 laps, he has gained at least 0.3.
Yeah, his last lap was 0.7 quicker than these guys.
And he's caught Nick Sipple. Back to a 4-truck battle. Larkin Boyer pulling out a little bit of a lead there in that Ram truck. He's another driver with a good American flag paint scheme going on this week. So pretty much everyone in the top 10 is on this exact same pit strategy right now. It's all about how you're going to save tires on this long green flag run. This is the longest green flag stint of the night. First time we've seen green flag pit stops. Here in the Michigan midseason matchup 220. We've got 36 laps to go. Should see everyone on pit road at least one more time.
Boy, he's got a nice little jump on these guys here now. And after everything cycled through, Griffin is in 10th position. He was one of the later trucks to pit.
Yeah, I think he must have gotten a little bit of damage there in the wall, and that just really ruined the end of that last run for the 5.
Yeah.
2 drivers we usually see out on the track, Joe Barrow and Klaus Brahm, taking provisionals tonight, not able to race with us.
That's a shame. We always like to see those guys out there. Yeah, it's tough to get away at this place. The draft is really important and just allows you to suck back up to that other car. The person that's in the best spot here, I really think, is McKinney.
Yeah, and here comes...
Cullerton again.
Is that Cullerton? Who's that car just behind him? It must be a lap car.
No, I thought that was Cullerton.
Cullerton's not in
It's not.
It's the 08.
Yeah.
That's Shelton.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he is the he's in the lucky dog position right now. But he might have the tires to try and get that lap back himself. He does have 7 laps newer tires than the leaders.
Ooh, look at that draft.
So there goes McKinney up to 2nd. Made it look easy that time.
Yeah.
Can he catch Larkin Boyer?
These guys just line up for a couple of laps. They'll close that gap down to Boyer. Right, the 08 goes low.
Yeah, like I said, I think those fresh tires are giving him a shot here, and it's always better to get your lap back rather than take that lucky dog and start at the rear of the field if you have the opportunity to do it. So Shelton probably hoping to get by Boyer and then get a quick caution to even things out. But McKinney still trying to hold off Dinda and Sipple. The 84 to 75, maybe I get the feeling maybe they burned up their tires early in the run and now they've just kind of tucked in to make it through the end of this race, or end of this run anyway, and then mount their charge back against Boyer.
And Weibel's ducking to the pits here now. Not sure what cycle he's running.
Ooh, is that Lister just smacked the wall, and Cullerton gets loose. Goes down to the apron. He's got to squeeze back up. Oh, maybe blinked out. Wow. Culleton checks up just to make sure he doesn't get into those 3 trucks to his outside. Looks like maybe Lister's coming to pit road this time. Not sure if he got some wheel damage or what. So things starting to shake up here at the front. And look at this, Jonah Seawright is up to 6th. I feel like we were talking about that 15 truck for all the wrong reasons at the first half of the race. A couple cautions he was involved in. Right now he's sitting in 6th place, 10 seconds out of the lead, but just behind 5th place Ryan Elsie.
Yeah, Jonah needs a good run. Good driver. Hasn't had a lot of luck this year.
Yeah, not a great season going for the 15 at the moment. Got McCormick just behind him, and Prim, but I think Prim is a lap down. Up front, still Larkin Boyer, then McKinney, Dinda, and Sipple. All about 3/10 spaced out between them.
Well, it's been pretty quiet out on the out on YouTube tonight.
Yeah, we did get corrected or told or confirmed that it's Dor E Mus. Dakota Doremus.
Thank you, Dakota.
And we've got one of our Cup Series drivers, Darren Bruce, in here cheering for his Dirty South teammates, the Taylors. All right, so a couple trucks starting to get loose. McKinney got loose first. That let Sipple and Dinda by. Then we just saw Boyer get loose. And here comes the 84. Oh, Dinda goes to the high line and gets in the wall. That's going to slow him down. And Sipple, who tucks in behind him. I think the 75 knows, though, they've got to do some drafting work to catch the leader. No point in getting side by side in second place.
Yeah, the rest of the field is quite spread out, you know.
Yeah, it's about 10 seconds between McKinney and Elsie, 4th and 5th. Yeah, and I mean, I'm not really sure exactly why. I'm looking at the pit lane times, the pit stop times on that last round of pit stops. Everybody was pretty much exactly the same, right in that upper 14-second range. Looks like Jamie Griffin had a 17-second stop, so he maybe needed a little bit of repairs. But here comes Dinda, side by side with Boyer for the lead. Oh, he can't make it stick. Tucks back in behind. Really, any of these 4 trucks here have a shot at this. If this stays green, I'm not sure anyone else has a shot other than these 4. This feels like almost like a Talladega race where you get a really long green flag pit cycle and everybody gets spaced out. And then everybody in the back is just praying for cautions. Now, we saw Boyer get loose a couple laps ago. He had something to say about it.
Hold on to it, Shelton. Oh, my Lord.
Oh, he was actually talking about Keegan Shelton getting sideways right there with him. Oh, something happened to McKinney. Lee, he's sideways down through the grass. He's the 03.
He lost it on entry.
Going to go back and see what happened here. Also getting calls that the 54 might be... Oh, he's pitting. I thought they said spinning. Oh, wow. Gets sideswiped by Dinda. Yeah. And we've got a whole pile of trucks coming on pit road now. Shelton, Boyer, Dinda.
Say, if I was McKinney, I'd be jumping to the pits, I think. Try and do some quick times and get ahead of these guys.
So now Sipple stayed out. Everybody else came to pit road. I'm wondering if Dinda was planning to get to pit road there that lap before and got into McKinney He was just trying to get down to the bottom and didn't know he was there that fast. So now Sipple on pit road. That's going to leave Jamie Griffin out there. Been 24, actually, yeah, been about 20 laps since Jamie was on pit road. So he might have a few more to go before he has to come down pit lane.
See Wright and Hayes hitting the pits. And I hear that the 5 will be pitting this time.
And I think
So Jamie Griffin will be pitting this time.
well, he's going to have to do some work to get down there. He's up top 3 wide. Is he going to try and do it? He does. He gets down just in front of the 58.
Holy smokes.
Wow. And I think Dinda chimed in to say that he thinks his race is over.
Yeah, with
Oh.
I'm not sure what he said there, but as this is going to cycle through right now, it's Tony Skirbo is the only driver that hasn't started to hit pit lane through this cycle. He stays out. McKinney has picked up a black flag for...
Yeah, Dinda, Boyer, and Sipple are tied again.
Let's go back and see what happened to McKinney. Oh, he got it. Exiting pit road, I think he got a speeding penalty, Lee, making a bad day worse. I mean, he was having a great day until that contact from the 84.
Oh, we have Boyer had a turn and he got into Sipple after he lost it there.
Oh my gosh. More happening than we can keep our eyes on here.
It stays green though.
So we're going to jump.
Not too much
Let's jump
damage.
back a lap and see what was happening here. It's Dinda and Boyer. And this is for the lead. Effectively, Skirbo still has to pit. Boyer on the outside. Truck gets very loose. He almost saves it, and you're right, turns up. I don't know if he made any contact with Sipple. But that is going to take him out of contention. Still on the track, hoping for a caution.
It looked like he lost the front end on entry, and then, of course, that made the back end snap when he caught it.
So now it is effectively a 2-truck battle. Skirbo's still out front. He's still going to have to pit, but he is the leader right now. And there are just 10 trucks on the lead lap as they run. Kenny Most picked up a black flag as he got on pit road.
4/10 of a second between Dinda and Sipple at the moment. We also have Cullerton, Seawright, and Griffin together.
Yeah, a lot of...
as
so there's
they
a
round
close
up
battle
this
for the lead. And then this 4-truck battle here back for 10th or so.
And I can see that Jamie has the fire in his eye right now.
And this is some GEC veterans going at it between Cullerton and Griffin. I think they're both in the top 5 all-time races raced here at GEC. Griffin going to take it this time.
Dinda.
Skirbo's coming to pit road. Oh, they're side by side into turn 3.
Yeah.
Ooh, Sipple gets a little loose
everyone.
right on that yellow line.
Exactly.
Let's Dinda go. 18 laps remaining. And I think we're done with pit stops. I think.
Yeah, I think Dinda was holding Sipple down that pretty low there, so
Let's take a look
it
at...
was like if... Sorry, you go.
Oh, I was just going to say, let's take a look at Dinda's pit strategy. They had 4 additional tire sets for the race. His first 2 stops were fuel only, and then he had 3 4-tire stops. So he still has a set on the wall if we catch a caution. Sipple goes by on the bottom, that time in 3 and 4. Couldn't make it stick the lap before, but he does this time.
Yeah, really nice move by Sipple. Just to place it in there perfectly.
So we'll check his pit strategy. I think the question is going to be if he took tires on that second stop when he made his repairs, then he's all out of tires. If not, he has an additional set left.
We see Griffin's up to 5th spot.
He's gotten by Elsie right now, working on McCormick.
Yeah, around the outside of McCormick here.
So Griffin now up to 4th. He's 5 seconds behind Larkin Boyer, who I believe still has that damage on the right front. You can see it right there. So he is drifting back from that battle for the lead into the grips of Jamie Griffin. This will be a battle for 3rd. Let's see. We've got somebody upset back in the field. I think that's Kenny Most.
No, I'm on fresh tires, and you've got a shit ton of damage on your rear end. I was trying to get by you.
I think that was Most trying to unlap himself going around Boyer. Boyer was looking for a push. He said, no thanks, you got damage, brother.
Yeah.
So Sipple now a 2-second lead over Max Dinda, whose tires have left this 84 truck. So the gap's getting bigger and bigger. 15 laps to go. Nick Sipple up front. Then it's 3 seconds back to Dinda.
Yeah, 4 seconds between Boyer and Griffin, with Griffin closing that down on Boyer. Now it's down to 3 seconds. So he's closing him pretty quickly with that damage he has on that car.
Yeah, looking at our head-to-head graphic, he's going to catch him in about 4 laps by our math. Gaining well over a half second every lap there for the last 5 laps.
Yeah, Jonah's right behind Jamie there too. Good race by Jonah.
Looking at him, yeah, that last 2 laps he was faster than Jamie. See what he can do. Culleton back to 6th, Elsie in 7th, McCormick 8th, Hayes 9th, and Lister your top 10 right now. We still have 15 trucks on the lead lap. Kenny Most would be the lucky dog if a caution were to come out. Closest battle on the track is this one right here for 6th between Ryan Elsie and David Culleton.
Sipple extending his lead over Dinda, 5 seconds at the front.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to that 84 truck, but he is gone, or his tires are at least. Once you lose the draft, there's not much you can do to keep catching up. Go on board with Ryan Elsie.
Looks like Ryan's got a good run on Culleton here. Will he go top? This truck's handling pretty well.
Yeah, both of these drivers look like they're not trying to do anything to mess up a good, solid top 10. Just trying to make it the end. So now Griffin and Seawright have gotten by Boyer. Griffin up to 3rd.
Yeah, so Griffin up to 3rd. He's got about 11.5 seconds to Dinda. That'll be a hard one to close down with 11 laps to go. I don't think we will do that.
Yeah, I want to take a look right now. We've got one of our newer charts to look at. This is a stint analysis chart. Kind of just shows you how the tires fall off over the run. The light gray lines are from previous runs, and you can see on this run, Dinda pushed as hard as he has all night. And he is well below his time from the last green flag run this long. And that lets you know he wore those tires out early here, racing to the finish.
So I have a question for you. Who are our sponsors tonight?
Oh, we've got the same big ones we always do. Collateral Damage Sports Network, providing all of the graphic overlays for everybody. And upgrade your broadcast package at collateraldamagesportsnetwork.com today. And then, as always, 42 Designs jumping on board this season for the truck series. I'm glad to have them. And then Laughing Llama Wraps longtime GEC partner, with us again.
Yeah,
Oh,
three
see
great
Dinda getting
partners.
loose. They're in 3 and 4. I think at this point he's just doing anything he can to try and squeeze some speed out of this and get it back to the end. He is a driver sharing his onboard with us here tonight.
Hey there, Max.
I think he
Keep it
knows.
up,
I
buddy.
think he knows we're watching, but
Good.
he was looking pretty disappointed when we first jumped on board with him, watching the 75 driver wave. He's got Griffin still 9 seconds behind him. I don't think any positions are going to change here on the podium, Lee.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for Griffin to close that down, but I'm sure Jamie will be pushing as hard as he can. And if Dinda has too much of a fall off on these tires, he will close him down.
Sahadak, the other driver with us on board, he's running in 12th. Yeah, a man to talk to for one of those Laughing Llama wraps. So we've got 8 laps to go. We have 14 trucks on the lead lap. Kenny Most in the Lucky Dog. Only 3 trucks out of the race. That's Ryder, Woods, and Thompson. Up front, it's Nick Sipple.
Yeah, that only gap that I was looking at was between Dinda and Griffin, and it's not dropping enough. So I think Dinda's pretty safe in that position as long as he holds on to it. But C-Ride is pushing pretty hard behind Jamie. So those two guys are pretty close at the moment. Probably the closest race on track.
Yeah, I mean, these two have been stuck together for the last 10 laps.
There's an accident. Whoever's in 23rd.
That's McDuffie.
He's in the middle of the back straight right now. There he is.
Down on the apron.
I've got a sneaking suspicion he might have lost the back end coming off 4.
Let's take a quick
coming off
look.
2.
Yeah, it was just in front of second place Max Dinda as well when it happened. Dinda actually got tagged along the way.
Wow.
And guess what? That has brought Jamie Griffin within 5 seconds of the 84 truck, now with 6 laps to go.
Did Max get any damage there? Look, Jamie's pushing hard. Did Max get any damage? I don't think he did.
Yeah, looking at the times, he was gaining just under a second each lap, and then that one where Max had contact, 3 whole seconds did Jamie gain. Right now, the math says he's going to catch him probably on the last lap if he can keep up this pace. How about that lap? Just 3/10. That's not going to be enough. Riding along with Jamie.
Drop back. Yeah, C-Rate's dropped back to a bit over a second behind Jamie now. Might be feeling his tires a bit.
I think the 88 had to come to pit road one more time. He needed a caution for his strategy to work out. Let's hear. Got some audio from Dinda when that car was spinning just on his nose.
Reckon. He stopped up high. Stopped up high.
I can't tell if the 84 was hoping for a caution so that he'd get another shot at the lead or hoping for it to stay green so that he could hold on to his podium finish. Either way, it's just 3 laps to go now. Elsie and Culleton are still battling it out for 6th place. And now Stephen Hayes has joined them.
It's been a great race by Sipple this race. Calmed it down just a little bit and stayed off the back of some of these trucks. It was really tight up there at the top. With 3 laps to go, he definitely deserves this win here tonight. Pulled away from Dinda. It's now 16 seconds.
And in the closing laps, this is the battle for 5th place. There's 4 trucks, all within striking distance of McCormick. Culleton just behind them. Now Elsie going to get side by side with the 50 truck. It's 2 laps to go. Who is going to get 5th place here? Nick Sipple's pretty much locked up the win. Unless... Is Sipple out of gas, Lee? I was just looking at the lap times, and all of a sudden the 75 was really slow down the backstretch.
I hope not. He deserves to win this tonight. He's kept it clean.
Now he's kind of back up to speed. That was strange to watch. Jamie Griffin, I don't think, is going to catch Max Dinda. White flag is out. McCormick holding off Elsie and Culleton. Skirbo trying to get by Hayes. And there's Sipple again, down to the apron on the backstretch. I wonder if he was close on fuel and he's just making sure he has enough to do the burnout.
Some commentary from race control about keeping it above the line.
Either way, nobody is going to stop Nick Sipple. First across the line here in the Michigan mid-season matchup, 220. I'm going to take a look at our lap lead. Larkin Boyer actually led the most laps, tied with Nick Sipple, but he came home 11th. Max Dinda and Jamie Griffin round out your podium.
Yeah, great effort by C. Wright, McCormack, and Elsie. And then we have Culleton, Scarbo, Hayes, and Taylor round out the top 10. Boyer ended up 11th after his trouble right towards the end.
I mean, that was a pretty great race altogether. We had a couple of cautions there in the first half, and then we went green for about 60% of the race there at the end. We didn't have a single, kind of ugly wreck on a restart. And for the most part, even the voice chat was pretty calm and respectful. That's all you can ask for.
I really enjoyed the racing between Boyer, McKinney, Sipple, and Dinda. Raced really, really hard. They raced clean. They didn't turn each other. It was just really nice. And they were racing hard. I'm sure they enjoyed that race there tonight.
I think somebody just came and interrupted the donuts.
And I think McKinney is pushing Boyer around back into the pits because he was out of fuel.
All right. I do want to thank, not an official sponsor, but someone helping us out, that radio replay. That was a lot of fun to use here tonight. Our first time getting to use it. Look forward to using it the rest of the season to capture those radioactive moments of drivers in the race. Go ahead and take a look at our final results. Is Nick Sipple, Max Dinda, and Jamie Griffin your podium. See who we can get in here for some interviews. Looks like we've got third place driver Jamie Griffin, driver of the 5 truck, bringing it home third tonight. Jamie, you got a copy?
I got a copy.
All right. I mean, what a race. We got 8 cautions there in the first half of the race. Then everybody lines up and goes green there for the final, I don't know, must have been 80 laps. Walk us through your night.
I'll tell you, honestly, the whole night, after about 10 or 12 laps, the truck was getting real loose trying to hold it all the way through the turns. So you really had to let go of it, maybe half throttle it coming out of the turn. You finally get it straight and going back in. But the looseness of the truck tonight was really the biggest battle, honestly.
Well, you made it count.
Yes. So Jamie, was that the heat? Was it the tires? The heat getting into the tires? Was the truck just naturally loose around here? Because I did notice you a few times getting pretty loose on turn 4.
Yeah, honestly, to tell you the truth, it was probably heat getting into the tires, because once the tires got about 10 to 12, you really started to feel it vibrate coming around the corners. You really had to be careful, because there was a couple times where I actually got up into the wall, because you were fighting the back end of the truck all night long.
Did that make it tough around the top? Because I know you normally run pretty good around the top here and get a lot of momentum. Did that make it tougher to run that top line?
Oh yeah, 100%. You never knew, because there was midway through the race or something like that where I felt like it didn't want to catch anymore. Like it didn't want to steer out, and so I had to keep letting out of the throttle coming out of the turn. But just fighting the truck all night long. It was a battle.
Yeah, great effort, mate. Enjoyed watching you come back through the field. Really good effort.
Oh, yeah, thank you so much.
Now, before we send you out of here, who else you got to thank for the great run there with your Stitley Motorsports F-150?
Obviously, Stitley Motorsports, Laughing Llama Wraps, Walt Sahidic lets us, run this beautiful paint job each week. Obviously, my family, GEC, admins, owners, moderators, everybody that makes this possible, broadcasters. You guys up in the booth do an amazing job each week, and we can't thank you enough.
All right.
Thanks, Jamie. Great effort.
Driver of the number 5 coming home third here tonight at Michigan is Jamie Griffin. Bringing it home in second place, Max Dinda, driver of the 84. Max, you got a copy?
Yep.
All right. I mean, what an up and down night. It seemed like there in the second half of the race, there was a 4-truck breakaway. You were 10 seconds ahead of everyone else, and then one by one, the trucks fell off. What happened there on that final run with the 84 truck?
He gave me damage, and once you ever run damage, you can't do anything. So I just saved the remaining fuel I had to save and just hope for a caution there.
Max, what a great race by the 4 of you there. I think it was McKinney, Boyer, Sipple, and yourself there for about 2 stints. Did you enjoy that racing, mate?
Yeah, it was fun. It's always fun racing these trucks around Michigan. A lot of fun. You can save tires, you can push, everything you do here can work out in your favor if you do it right. So
Sipple seemed to have some extra speed down low, but you seem to be able to run all 3 lines pretty quick.
Yeah.
Walk us through that a little bit.
I have a lot of track time here. Any line you run will be fast. I like to run the bottom early and then merge up to the top later in the run. Just how it helps the tires most.
Yeah, look, mate, I really enjoyed watching you here tonight. Really great effort. You might not have finished first tonight, but hey, that racing that you got right at about halfway through the race, nothing beats that. So yeah, great effort, mate.
Yeah, I should still keep the points lead. I have to miss next week. I'm out of town, so I should still keep it after next race I miss. Hopefully, I think I did the math right.
Yeah. Well, anyone you want to thank for this great effort tonight?
Yeah, all of GTCR Motorsports, T&J Bar and Grill, everybody who makes this operation possible. Good run for my teammate Cody McCormick. I know he wants this really bad. He gets really unlucky a lot of times, so good for him to get a top 5.
Yeah, great effort, mate.
Yep, thank you.
Look forward to seeing you again. Okay.
That was Max Dinda bringing home second in the 84 truck. Last but not least, winner of the race, Nick Sipple, driver of the 75. Nick, you got a copy?
Yeah, I do.
All right, brother. Walk us through that. We've been talking with every driver kind of about the same thing. It was an amazing 4-truck breakaway there in those green flag pit stops. What did you guys do differently that got you on and off pit roads so fast and then gave you that 10-second buffer?
Well, I don't think we did anything differently other than just being a little bit better on track, saving tires maybe, and then just better on pit road.
Well, it sure worked out. Oh, go ahead, Lee.
Yeah, Nick, It's all right. I really enjoyed watching your racecraft tonight. It looks like you definitely had that truck hooked up on that bottom line. Whenever you wanted to really extend your lead or extend anything, you just ripped that bottom line. What was your secret, or what was your best line for this place here tonight?
1 and 2, you could really go anywhere. But
Yeah.
3 and 4, it was definitely arcing it and getting to that bottom and trying to stick to it all the way through and then off the corner. I was surprised more people weren't doing it. But
Yeah.
it was definitely the fastest line, and I think it was also saving tires the best.
So it's interesting, this place, how it arcs out on the exit of turn 4, and you were able to get it to grip up on the exit of turn 4 and stay low, making it a little shorter. Is that right? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah. I think you just get a better drive off the bottom, and then it's also just saving tires, so it kind of snowballs to where you're slowly faster and faster than everyone else.
Yeah, look, mate, I really enjoyed watching you tonight. The 4 of you guys put on a great stint. Just before I hand it back to Shane, who do you want to thank here for tonight?
Just you guys for broadcasting. Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah, congratulations again. We saw just a lot of great side-by-side driving, 3 wide, 4 wide. There were 5 wide even at one point. I think that one ended up in a wreck, but such a wide track, such a lot of different lanes to take. Congratulations again. You just had the aggression kind of matching with the speed here at Michigan. What's your secret sauce, brother?
I don't think there is any secret sauce. I think when there's not, a caution every couple laps and it goes green, you kind of see what'll happen more often. I mean, there's definitely guys that are very competitive. I think they just made a couple of mistakes, and then obviously there was a fuel strategy. I don't even know if you guys knew, but the last like 15, 20 laps before we pit for the last time, we were saving fuel. So I think that played out better. I think I just handled it better. I think if it goes green more often, we'll see stuff like that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Great effort, mate.
Yeah, congratulations. I think, let's see, where are we headed next? We're headed to Sonoma, so we know you can get it done on the ovals. What do you have for them out on the road course?
It's kind of dependent on road course to road course. I think I'm okay at Sonoma, so we'll just have to get it in, dialed in with the truck, though.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too, and we wish you luck the rest of the season here as we head into the second half of the regular season.
Appreciate it.
That was Nick Sipple, driver of the 75 truck, bringing it home in victory lane here tonight. Lee, you got any other closing thoughts before we wrap this one up?
No, I actually enjoyed this race a lot, especially from halfway. I'm going to be really interested to see what the field looks like for next week, and I'll be interested to see who does their work at Sonoma, because whoever does the practice and works hard at that track will probably push themselves to the top.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get our updated point standings here. Got them uploaded. Looks like they're going to be stuck for now, but we'll get those updated for the start of next week's race at Sonoma. We're going road racing. Really shake it up for the first time here this season. This is going to be that'll be race number 7 here, season 9 of the Collateral Damage Sports Network Truck Series. I want to thank everybody for watching out on the GEC Racing League YouTube channel. Tune in Thursday for Michigan action with our GEC MPC Cup Series, and then back every Tuesday for the next couple months here to wrap up this season. I want to thank Lee for joining me in the booth, all of our sponsors, CDSN, 42 Designs, and Laughing Llama Wraps. We'll see you out there next week. The Collateral Damage Sports Network overlays can take your broadcast to the next level. Whether you want to kick off the show with our all-new infographics or wrap it up with our Race Results 2.0 with podium and superlatives. In the race, dive in to see who got on and off pit road the fastest, and then use our head-to-head plug-in package to know exactly when your driver will catch the leader. For your onboard cameras, you've got to have the Tower Telemetry. Then for the rest of your broadcast, keep up with all the action with alerts for penalties, off tracks, and other events, stage break grids, alternative leaderboards, special event plugins like the Indy 500 qualifying, and more to keep your audience plugged into your stream, whether it's rolling grids and podiums, performance breakdowns by car, club, class, and team, or even pulling your Sim Racer hub standings automatically. Join these elite broadcast partners and find your next broadcast upgrade at CollateralDamageSportsNetwork.com.
Sun's going down and the rig is on. iRacing is where I belong. Discord's lit and the drivers are here. This is GEC, there's no room for fear. Green flag drops and the engines roar. 40 cars and we all want more. Mash the gases, we're on the line. Forward and we're feeling fine. Drifting close in a slipstream.